Good morning. How's it going? So I felt pretty impulsive this morning. I decided to go for a photo walk with my Fujifilm X-t50. I love the Fujifilm X-t50. It's such a good just travel, walk around camera. It's nice and small and compact. The lens I have on it though, it's if I'm not mistaken, it's a 16 to 85 millimeter f4. So it does make it a little bit more cumbersome. But still, it's a good just carry around, everyday carry camera. I just throw it in my bag. So I started off not thinking that this bridge was really that long when I drove across it, but it was extremely long when I walked it. But there was some. It was pretty nice out this morning. It was foggy, some overcast. I liked how the bridge was just like right within the tree line, but it didn't really photograph very well. It didn't translate over to photograph. So I just kept walking, try to find some more compositions. You know, the first few photos, they're just never that great. So I just went ahead and got those out of the way. I took some pretty mid photos. But anyways, I was trying to get up to this trailhead up ahead. But turns out there was some construction we'll see ahead. But man, it was extremely wet this morning from all the coastal air, and my camera was getting just hit with it so hard. But still, I persevered and kept going and kept trying to get some shots. Yeah, I was very frustrated with this. They're making a roundabout, which I'm happy about. I like roundabouts. But I almost decided to backtrack and go back down, but I decided, you know what, I'll just sneak around. I'll just go around all the construction, but the trailhead was blocked off. So I kind of went through this sketchy road right here, trying not to get hit by any cars driving by. And when I made it around, there was a guy working on the trailhead on this side, and I didn't really want to, I don't know, I'm just being very unsocial, so I decided just to keep walking and keep going down the trail, down the road, and yeah, well, anyways, yeah, once I made it a little bit further, my camera lens was getting very wet. Getting very dirty from just all the moisture in the air. It's a very misty morning here on the Central Coast. That's the problem with living so close to the coast. It really damages your gear, just all the salt in the water. But that's where I wanted to go, and you can see a guy walking up the trail. But you know what? I've done that before, been there. I haven't really walked around these neighborhoods. So I decided let's just go ahead and take a stroll through the neighborhoods. And I got they're pretty good, not bad compositions, some pretty good photos out here. That's a nice thing about shooting digital, is you get to see your photos, you know, right away and see how trash they are right away. But it's a pretty nice little neighborhood. They could clearly tell that I did not belong here. I'm not the person who would be here. I found, this nice basketball court. I climbed up into the bushes, into the thickets to try to take some shots, and I got some actually ones that I really really liked. I think I'm going to come back here on a clearer day, maybe at sunset, get some cool shots of the court. But I enjoy these ones, so I was pretty satisfied. And then this is the point where I got lost. And I started wandering around through the neighborhoods, and I backtracked a little bit, and I thought there was a coastal access point right here, right through these, like between these houses, but it turns out it was somebody's backyard. So I got out of there real fast, so I'm not getting the police called on me. And I wandered back for a ways. There, saw a sign that said coastal access, so I wandered for a little bit through these neighborhoods, and I finally found it, but it's just a view over the cliffs between these houses, and there's you can't get down to the beach. There's no staircase, but still, I got this pretty cool panorama shot while sitting here. I think I don't know, I really like it. So that's the shot. But I had to reluctantly open up Google Maps and see exactly where I was, and I noticed I'm not actually too far away from a park that I've been to before, so I walked that way, awkwardly filming myself walking by a lady, trying not to film people being unsocial. And as at this point I had to sit down and clean my gear because it was getting to the point where the lenses, it's just all haze over a nice sea foam haze. So yeah, I always have this, I forget what this stuff is called. It's just lens cleaner from K&H. I always keep that in my bag because, you know, living on the coast, you get that sea mist always blowing onto your gear, and everything kind of gets this salty, sticky layer on your camera gear. And almost every time after I come back from a shoot, I have to wipe stuff down and clean things up. And then I almost, you know, ruined my lens dropping that thing. That gave me a heart attack right there, trying to clean my gear and then dropping something on my lens. Oh man. But yeah, it's the one downside. Yeah, this is though why I always have my bag with me whenever I go on these walks, because you just never know. You never know when you're gonna have to stop and, you know, fix or clean your gear and just keep things optimal, because stuff just happens. You know, I even keep extra SD cards in the bag. I keep extra batteries, which actually I run out of batteries later on in this video when I talk about that. But yeah, you just always have my bag with me, just in case. So I kept going, and I finally found coastal access where I could get down on the coast, and I sat down here for a little bit and took some pictures on the rocks. It was really nice just to sit and listen to the waves. That's all my stuff I have with me today. Just a nice light pack, nothing too crazy, not my huge bag. But you can see that lens is pretty cumbersome. It's pretty cumbersome for how small the body is on the Fujifilm. So I actually have a TT Artisan 28mm f1.4, I think it is, that fits on there quite nicely. It's nice and small and compact. But I just really like that I can go to 16mm with that lens. That's like my favorite thing about it. So I just ran out of batteries, my battery with this guy, but that's the whole reason I got this camera, because for some reason I had like 5 batteries that all fit the Fujifilm X-t50. So I'm never out of batteries, ever. I just pop it out, grab a new one out of my bag. I have to be careful though, because last time I went out taking pictures, I just was so used to not having to not have to worry about batteries that I didn't charge any of them. I had one single battery, and I'm like, okay, I have to remember to charge all of these when I get home, because the one problem with Fujifilm is they don't send you a battery charger anymore. So I have to put the battery in the camera and then have to charge the camera itself, and I have to do that 5 times. So Fujifilm, please include the battery charger again, please. I really like this one cliff side here. I'm gonna have like 50 pictures of the same cliff. Like, look at it. Look how nice it looks. So perfect. And it's so nice out today. Like, nobody's here. It's just me. I saw like a couple other people, but then they got off the beach like as soon as I got on. So nice out. I wanted to go way over there, zoom in, over there, but I don't think I'd make it very far. Over there looks a little sketchy. I don't think I can make it. So I'm gonna have to go up and around. Oh well, more walking. Let's go. like this this composition. It's a good scene. I wish a bird would fly through right here. That's wishful thinking. Anyways, going up this way. Looks rough. I think we can make it though. So right here, I was trying to show you what I was doing. I was bracketing my images, but I could not get it for anything. So I ended up making a short, so you can go check that out in my shorts. This photo has been bracketed, so I can get the shadows and the highlights. Well, I ended up coming up behind all these resorts and these hotels, and it says public access, so I'm the public, so I accessed it, and I just walked around, and man, it's really pretty. I don't think I'll ever be able to stay in any of these resorts. I guess I don't really have to because I do live here, but still, that'd be pretty cool to wake up in the morning and if that's your view, just the ocean out there. It was pretty nice through here. They're all just lined together, stacking up, so I took a few pictures of them. Hey, maybe I'll get sponsored and I can stay the night at this nice hotel. But anyways, that's where it ended though. The path ended and there was no way around. I don't know what that's, an umbrella. I was so confused what that was at that time. And then there's just where I came from, way over there. So I ended up just going through this alleyway back here, and when I popped out the other side, I immediately recognized where I was. Alright, so I know exactly where I'm at. There's the Shell. There's a cool little beach access area down here that the surfers go to. So I'm gonna try to make it over there. Pretty quiet this morning, except for the old people on the playground. But yeah, hey, they're having fun. So. Okay, this is my spot. All set up, watching the surfer. Just chilling here. So right here is where I ended my hike, my walk, and I sat down and watched the ground squirrels and the crows battle over territory in an epic showdown. There was one surfer out there. He came walking up, and I awkwardly took pictures of him. You can see I had the bench in my photo because I was like holding my camera down, hoping he wouldn't see me. But no, he looked directly at me and saw me take pictures of him. But you know, I guess that's par for the course in photography. Anyways, I just was waiting for my wife to come pick me up. She was on her way over, and I was done walking. But then I got bored, and I saw a little walkway, a little path. So I tried going back there, and I ended up actually in someone's backyard. And they had like a fence and everything, and then I looked over and they had chairs out and there was somebody there, and I was like, oh, sorry, did not mean to be in your backyard. But I got some of my favorite shots from the entire walk just over there, intruding on these people's personal space. It's not, that one's okay, it's all right. I walked a little bit further, and I ended up, I don't know what happened here with my camera, I don't know why it's sideways like that. But this is the shot that I'm talking about, the shot that I got that I really like. It's not total garbage. So anyways, that's the end of my walk. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you want to see more videos, just like and subscribe. That would be great. Appreciate it. And have a great one.